shouldn't be hard. Life should be a fun-filled adventure every day. So now start joining up dots. Tap into your talents, your skills, your God-given gifts, and tell your boss, you don't deserve me. I'm out of here. It's time for you to smash that alarm clock and start getting the dream business and life you, well, of course, are dreaming of. Let's join your host, David Ralph, from the back of his garden in the UK, or wherever he might be today, with another jammed-packed episode of the #1 hit podcast, Join Up Dots.
Yeah, good morning to you. Good morning to you, and welcome to the first part of a 10-part mini course. Now, I don't often do episode 0.5 before. I think I've done one in my whole life, and that was the very first episode of Join Up Dots, introducing the whole concept. But it's an important episode because it's something that I need to give you to set the scene of part one and everything else that comes after this. I need to come clean about something. The reason why I'm going to deliver this entire course and why this entire course exists is it's not something that's come from textbooks or, you know, a neat little framework or a YouTube video that I watched and thought, oh yeah, this will pad out a few episodes. This has come straight out of my own mess, and it's a mess that I see in you guys all the time, from the emails we get, from the comments, that your life is fine, but you aren't. Your life just feels kind of blah. You know, it's that kind of feeling of, you know, it should look good. It should be good. I'm earning good money. Everything should be good, but actually it isn't. Yeah, do you feel like that? I'm sure you do, because we get so many messages. And if you looked at my life on paper a while back, and not just a while back, sort of in punctuations through my life, you'd have thought, yeah, David, you cracked it. You know, I'm financially free. I've got a great family. Everything works that I want to work. There's generally nothing wrong. And by all accounts, I should every single day be waking up every single morning thinking, this is amazing. I'm living the dream. And because my life looks so good on paper, I tried to make sure it did in my own sort of mindset. So whenever things went wrong, even small things, I would immediately sort of turn it into a spin, you know, make it more positive. I remember my car breaking down. Well, it didn't break down. I had a puncture. So I went to the boot to open up and I didn't have a spare tyre. And I thought, oh, bugger this. What am I going to do now? And then I thought, right, I need to get somebody. But I didn't have a phone with me. And so I had to leave the car and I had to walk to town and, you know, all that. And I managed to get the breakdown cover people here. And all the time I was thinking, oh, how fantastic. You know, I'm fortunate enough to have breakdown cover. I've got a car that can be towed home for me. I'm so blessed. But actually, it was just crap. It was crap. And no matter how I sort of framed it, it was just a crap day that I had. I was kind of looking for the good in everything. And deep down, beneath that forced gratitude, beneath the sunny disposition, I was walking around thinking, I can't be bothered to do anything today. I really can't be bothered. I had this sort of heavy, lethargic, blank feeling. I had zero spark. And in fact, I remember listening back to some of my own podcast episodes, every now and again, actually, and one of them was quite recently. And I listened to them and thought, God, I sound like I'm just going through the motions. This is boring me. So why would anybody else listen to this? And the truth was, it was boring me. You know, my body genuinely didn't want to record an episode. Every fibre of me was dragging its feet, but I just forced it into existence anyway because it was the routine. It was what I did. I'm a podcaster. It was the job. And I pushed the button and pretended the energy was there. And sitting here right now, I know 10,000% that you listeners of Join Up Dots have felt that exact same way in your own lives. I bet some of you would actually hear it on my show too. You could hear the flatness behind the microphone, because when you don't know what to do with your life and you've got that heavy feeling, I think a lot of us start looking for answers sort of within. We start to look for a spiritual fix. We kind of think there must be something emotionally wrong with me. And I did exactly the same. I started meditating and I thought to myself, right, okay, I'm gonna tap into a new spirit and I'm gonna find my inner peace and I'm just gonna be calm and focused and I'm gonna just breathe my way through the stagnation. But it didn't really awaken anything. I think I was using meditation as an escape route from actually doing something. I couldn't be bothered to do anything anymore. So sitting on that cushion, closing my eyes and breathing deeply for literally hours on an end wasn't actually giving me anything at all. It was just me kind of thinking I was doing something better for myself because I couldn't be bothered to do anything else. It wasn't a spiritual practice. It was just a sort of very sophisticated way of doing nothing while convincing myself I was being deeply productive and mindful. It was a hiding place. And that's when the real realization hit me. This whole thing that you're hopefully going to listen to isn't just a single chat or a quick blog post. This is going to be a complete 10-part audio course designed to take you from feeling probably just like me, stuck, flat, a bit bored, just thinking that your life should be better, to seeing a totally different one with possibility everywhere. The core conclusion I finally came to, which I'm still working through, but has changed everything for me, and I hope it changes everything for you, is feeling that way isn't a bad thing at all. Because it's not depression, it's not lack of gratitude, it's not a malfunction, it's just actually your mind and body tapping you on the shoulder and saying, yeah, the reason you're bored with this, you've outgrown it. You've outgrown your life. You've outgrown your routines. You've outgrown your friendships. You need something more. You are actually bigger than what's currently surrounding you and the life that you're living. And your everyday comfortable life is quietly suppressing who you were actually meant to be. This feeling is actually a springboard. It's not something to be, annoyed about and depressed about. It's something where you think, yeah, right, bloody hell, I need to do something better. And that is why we're going to be doing this journey together. Because over the next 10 parts, we aren't going to be sitting around singing bloody kumbaya or forcing gratitude and all that kind of stuff. We're going to dismantle the comfortable trap you've built piece by piece. We're going to start in part 1 by looking honestly at the blah, can't be bothered, and mapping out where you stopped living and simply started maintaining and existing. We're also going to explore how you accidentally disappeared into your routines and how to safely reintroduce uncertainty, novelty, adventure back into your week. And you're going to pick a personal mountain to climb. You're going to confront the fear that keeps you paralyzed from doing anything, and you're going to learn how to follow interesting dots until your new life comes to you, okay? And by the time we hit the final parts, we're going to completely rewrite your identity stories and design your own adventure operating system. So that adventure isn't a one-off holiday. It's just how you live. Every day should be something to live and to be excited about, just like this introduction.
Life shouldn't be hard. Life should be a fun-filled adventure every day. So now,
But is it? No, it's not. But it should be. Life should be a fun-filled adventure every day. So if you're feeling like this and you're listening to this podcast thinking, yeah, I'm a bit like this as well, we're going to do this together. And by the time we finish these 10 parts, you're going to realise your only problem was that you stopped creating your own life. You stopped participating in your own life, okay? So next 10 episodes is going to be the adventure freedom. It's about getting out of your head, getting out of that, just feeling a blah, like I say, and finding the spark again. So if you're sort of ready to stop hiding behind meditation cushions, false smiles and gratitude, and a life that just feels a bit crap, then stay with us, and we're going to show you how to do that, okay? So in the next episode is going to be part 1, but this is why I've recorded this, because I needed to find the answers for myself, because life was leaving me behind somewhat, and I know you guys are having exactly the same feelings because we get the messages all the time. Okay, so join with us in part 1, and let us know. joinup.dots@gmail.com on every episode. Send us an email. Only has to be a short line, but tell us that you're going to join in on this. Tell us where you're listening to it, and tell us what your life's like at the moment. Just be honest, and we'll be with you at the end. Okay, so I'll see you very, very shortly with episode 1, and this will be the next 10 episodes, helping you guys find your spark and asking the real questions that make a difference. Okay, we'll see you soon. Cheers. See ya. Bye bye.